This is Ariel, which is a 60-foot R.W. Davis Northwich trader. It was launched in 2002. It's unusual slightly in being 60 feet. Nearly all of them were 62 feet or 70. And it's also unusual that it doesn't have a raised tug deck. It has a recessed well deck there, as you can see. The steelwork on these boats is fantastic. And that's probably reflected in their brand new price tag, which is northwards of 160,000, I believe, these days. All the replica rivet detail is brilliantly done. I mean, there's something like 1,000 of them, I believe, incorporated. And through the side hatches of the engine room here, you have the Kelvin K3 splendid diesel engine, vintage engine. More of which later when we walk through the interior. Here you see the stern of the boat with its triple tunnel band. It's based on some drawings of a Northwich from the 1920s that the boat builder happened upon. He designed the cabin top for it to give it a sort of modern and yet thoroughly traditional feel. Dropping down from the well deck, you have a saloon area. You can see there's a drop leaf table built in and chairs along the opposite side, and beyond that a green enamel multi-fuel stove. It's a Franco-Belge, rather attractive looking stove. And there's that drop leaf in action. And mounted in the corner you've got a small flat screen television. Before spinning around, and you have a galley area beyond. 12-volt fridge built under the laminate worktops. There's a drop-in cooker there, 4-burner oven, grill, and above that a microwave oven too. And the all-important bottle rack next to it. Plenty of side doors in this boat. You saw one there in the galley, and there's one down this corridor too, opposite the built-in half-height wardrobe, below which there is a drawer and a further storage cupboard. Set in the centre cabin you have a cross bed. This is 5 feet wide, so it's a decent sized bed and about 6'2" in length. And here's a shot of it put into position. Off down the corridor, there's a glimpse of the engine room beyond, but we're not going there now, because to our right is the boat shower room. There's a drop-through pump-out toilet in here, built-in ceramic basin, heated towel rail, calorifier, and some drying, airing space above that, and a shower cubicle built in, all lined with a clear screen door as well. Out of there, over a slightly raised step, which is over a bulkhead that separates the engine room from the rest of the boat. It's always a good idea to do that, but a lot of boats don't. Here is that fantastic Kelvin. I mean, it's a sort of work of art, really. There's the original Kelvin box. You can see there's a glow plug that's been fitted. These engines originally were hand started. This now has an electric start, you'll be pleased to know, and fired up with petrol, and then you switched it over to diesel. It's quite a performance, I imagine. Beyond this you have the boatman's cabin. It's a pretty faithful replica of a working boat's back cabin, once the entire living quarters for the families that work them. You've got an Epping solid fuel range in the corner here. You can cook on that, stews, baked potatoes, all that sort of stuff. And then you have the traditional drop-down bed. Next to that you have the drop-down table, which is where people would have eaten, and has a useful cupboard space behind it. Below that is what is known as the Crumb Drawer, for fairly obvious reasons. Traditional decoration, you can see there the edge of the castle painting. And then up the step, or coal box as it used to be, onto the stern. And spinning round, you can look back down into the back cabin. The two wheels either side are for gearbox and throttle of the engine. And this is the steerer's view. For a brochure, a photo gallery and a layout plan of this wonderful boat, go to rugbyboats.co.uk.